Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Scouting, and this time we are here on Prohorovka, and I am in my ELC, and fairly recently, about a month ago, I finally managed to get 6 cents on the ELC, and since getting 6 cents on the ELC, this tank has become a completely different beast, and it drives home the fact that if you're going to be scouting at all in World of Tanks, you absolutely have to have 6 cents. I played a lot of games in the ELC prior to having 6 cents on it, and even though there were some good games and I managed to get my mastery in the ELC prior to getting 6 cents, since getting 6 cents on this tank, I have been having nothing but good games in it, and even though it's probably not in my top 5 favorite tanks, it's always a fun tank to play, and here we go. So, 6 cents is a must on pretty much every tank in the game. I think it's one of the most overpowered skills. But when I'm playing tanks that don't have 6 cents, I really feel it. I really suffer. And I do a lot worse in tanks that don't have 6 cents than tanks that do. Unfortunately, a lot of the tanks I'm grinding at the moment have pretty poor crews and don't have 6 cents, and it's causing me a lot of frustration. But anyway, let's get back to the game. And I'm heading up to the usual spot. It's an encounter battle, so I'm just popping up here. I'm not planning to stay here for very long, and I'm not going to be doing a major passive role, because it is an encounter game. So if it was a standard battle, I would be sitting up here and playing this a lot more cautiously and mainly going for passive spots. But as is, I'm just here to make sure no one is advancing down the 2 line. And I'm going to do some counter scouting, but first of all, let's set the Cromwell on fire. He was behind a tree, so I was able to fire without getting spotted. So I want to get rid of these 2 guys because they're going to be spotting for any tanks further down the 2 line. So take my opportunity, kill the ELC. I reverse as soon as I fire in preparation for making a run if I get spotted. And yeah, I got spotted. So I was able to get out of there quickly. I've dropped off radar, done a circle, enemy scout is down, and I've taken no damage. So let's pop back up, see if we can spot anything. And almost immediately we spot a VK. So again, I'm not here just to passive scout. I am holding my fire for the moment, waiting to see if any of my teammates can put shots in, but they don't seem to be. He reversed behind a tree, so that meant I was safe to shoot again. PZ SFL, again he's behind a tree, I'm safe to shoot again, and you'll notice that I'm not moving because I don't expect to get spotted. And now it's about making my move. I know that there's a VK down here, but nothing else seems to have returned fire, nothing else spotted me, and the VK and the PZ SFL were retreating. So that leads me to believe that they don't have very many other tanks down here. So I'm staying to the low ground. I'm using the low profile of my tank, making myself as small a target as possible. And I'm trying to go down and spot this VK, but no sign of him, so he must be retreating. So let's chase him down. There he is. Now I'm not stopping to take a shot at him just yet. I'm relying on my camo value. So I advance further up, put a bush between me and him, staying invisible by staying 15 meters back from the bush. Get one more shot into the VK. And because he's running over the railway lines, I know that there is probably no one else on this side of the map. So again, I'm advancing from a direction they don't expect. Not coming straight over the railway lines. So I'm just going to pop up, see what I can spot. M6 on low health, he's a one-hit kill. I'm going to risk taking a shot. Okay, kill the M6, and immediately, even before Sixth Sense goes off, I pull back because I know that shot's going to get me spotted. So I've dropped off radar, gonna pop back up, play around with taking a shot at the guys in spawn, and then think better of it. Oh, hang on, I do take a shot. It's been a while since I watched this game. Alright, I hang around, play around with taking another shot, but then decide it's not worth it. I did get spotted, so I pulled back, and now I realize that the game is almost over. There's no point in spotting anymore from where I am. Let's just advance. And the VK is sitting on the hill, and I'm confident that the Comet behind me is going to be able to take him out. So, pull up to the rock. VK is now focusing on me and not the Comet. Just keeping these guys lit up. I figure I can take a shot at the Tiger too, but can't get the gun depression and he dies before I can take a shot. VK has dropped off again, so let's pop up, spot him. Ooh, and I gave him just a little bit too much of my tank. He managed to put a shot in, but come on, Comet, kill him. And then I start to get annoyed because the Comet is firing HE and it's going to take forever. So I'm just keeping this guy lit up. And I'm still getting annoyed. I'm looking at the Comet going, what the hell? Why are you shooting HE? You've got side on VK and you're shooting HE. Good job. So game is starting to end now. There's only that one VK left. Every other enemy tank is dead. He's gotten frustrated with me. He decides to pop down to take care of me. Unfortunately, he puts another shot in, I put a shot into him, and then the T-28 takes him out while I run for cover behind the rock. So, as you can see, it was an ace tanker. We finished top on XP with 1273 and did 1453 damage with 3 kills. We fired 8, hit 8, and got 8 penetrations, so the gun, even though it's pretty punchy, it's not always the most accurate and has a horrible aim time, but it performed really, really well in this game. We did 2,503 potential or spotting damage, and again, it's not, when it's an encounter mode and you decide to go down the 2 lines in a scout, you're not going to get that much potential damage because the enemy team tends to split. Most of them go towards cap, so it was really, I was just there to make sure there weren't too many tanks coming down the 2 line. We detected 3, damaged 6, and destroyed 3. We did a whole 3 base defense points, so that was huge. We earned 45, almost 46,000 credits, 1,909 XP, times 2 with a premium account, left me on 3,818. So, I have been having a lot of amazing games in the ELC since getting Sixth Sense on this tank, and it just drives home the point that you absolutely have to have Sixth Sense, especially on scouts, and I think that's one of the reasons I've been struggling with some of my tanks recently. They are very, very low-skilled crews without Sixth Sense, and Sixth Sense makes all the difference. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.